absolutely superb now, and yeah, still working. And well, hi, very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. Today's video is all about little projects that I've been working on that haven't got finished, and going to start off today with the Quartermaster fan car from Triang. Now, I put this together the other week. This was in a box of bits that my uncle gave me, and yeah, put the chassis back together. If you haven't seen the video, go and have a look. And got this running and it's all working okay. And at the time I said I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this in terms of the body and the stickers. Half of me thought, well, I'd leave it as you know, with its patina and with the scratch stickers, and the other half was, well, actually these are probably too far gone and they do need renewing. Well, searching on the internet, I found these stickers here from a eBay seller, and they're extremely nice ones. So I bought a set, and I've also bought a set of Battle Space stickers. We'll come to those in a moment. These ones, they weren't cheap. I mean, these were £7.50, but they're really going to make a difference to the model here. So what I'm going to do is get this old sticker off and yeah, refresh the stickers on my fan car here. Well, believe it or not, that's taken about 20 minutes to get that old stickers off of there. So yeah, they were really stuck on. Right, I want to make sure that I get this around the right way, because I've got one shot at this. Just wash my hands, making sure that there's no... I used a little bit of polish on the body. I don't want to make sure that I didn't get any of that on the stickers. Right, now we can lift these off. Really don't want to damage them. Okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, pleased with that. Right, let's try the next one. A little bit more confidence now. The stickers do actually stick. Okay, along the bottom, and I did about that far up. Okay, that looks so much better. That really has finished it. I know they're expensive stickers, but well worth the money if you have one of these, I think. Yeah, it's made all the difference. Make sure I get this in the middle. Struggling a bit with this one. Want to make sure it's straight. That's perfect. I'm pleased with that. That looks okay. I'll just wrap those round. That's the bumper on. And finally the glass. Do you know, that's brought the model back to life. Really has made a difference. Yeah, very pleased with those stickers. Very, very pleased. I'll put a link in the description to the seller. As I say, it's an eBay seller, but you know, they're very prompt delivery, and I would highly recommend these if you've got one of these models. A little blade that came across there. Just do this screw back up. Yeah, that's made all the difference, and I think well worth the money. Okay, so that's that one done. Now the other thing, couple of things that I wanted to do is, this is the satellite launcher that I repaired on the channel quite a long time ago actually, and I just want to refresh the stickers on here. Don't even know whether I need to take these ones off. Will they come off okay? Not like the other model. That was an absolute pain getting them off of there. Maybe I should have just stuck the stickers over on this one. Okay, that's that side off. And the other side. Right, I'll just clean these up, and then we'll get the other sticker, get the new stickers on. These go with the rifle pointing and the rocket pointing in opposite directions, with them facing upwards, like that, and then one on this side, the same. So that's my satellite launcher tidied up, and then finally I was just going to do the logo while I'm here. You see my stickers are a little bit worn, so I might as well change them while I'm updating the area. Lovely. I forget how much these ones were. They're a similar sort of price. Yeah, definitely not cheap, but they really have made a difference to the models. There we go. Pop the body back on. Which way round was it? That way. Yeah, this one doesn't got a screw in it. It's a little bit damaged at the front. Well, there you go. That's the trying items updated. Let me just move on to the next project. Right, next project to finish off with these Langley models, small England locos from the Fenstinial Railway. So completed these quite some time ago, and I put the nameplates on order from this company here, which is Custom Nameplate Studios. You can find those on by emailing info@lightRailwayStores.co.uk, and finally they turned up and they're just here. Looks superb. I'm just going to cover up my order number, and you can see some really detailed nameplates ready to go on the locos. The only thing I would say is, when I ordered them, I didn't realise they're actually made to order, so they did take an awful long time to come through. Obviously I was quite happy waiting for them, but I mean, if it's something that is an urgent project, do bear that in mind. These did take a while to come through. Now, because of the size of these, I'm not going to film doing this. It's just simply me gluing these onto the nameplates areas, and I'll need to bring them a little bit closer to my face. So give me a few minutes, I'll get the nameplates on these, and then we'll come back and have a look at them in a moment. Well, apologies, I couldn't film that. I really did have to have my magnifying glass on to make sure I got them up the right way. But yeah, the nameplates, absolute perfection, and now make my homemade stickers look out of place. Yeah, really, really, absolutely superb, especially the works plates. Look absolutely brilliant. Not the cheapest things to buy, I will say. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but obviously if you go on their website you'll see the prices. But the fact that they're made to order, you know, they're one-offs for me. I've got Prince and Princess for my two locos there. I'll bring the tenders out in a moment when I wrap up the video, but that's really set the locos off. Really pleased with those. And as I say, the only problem with them is it now makes my homemade stickers look shoddy. But there you go. Right, on to the next project. Right, this project, these were a gift for me from my family. So here they are made by Model Railway Scenes, and in here, oh there they are, underneath, are dusty shelf signs to go on my railway. So I'm going to go over and put these in front of where I normally film the close-ups of the locos. And yeah, if I can actually get in the packet, that is. I've just seen on the front here, look, order 2 and get 1 free. Right, I am missing the top post off of one of these, so I will glue that back on quickly before we go over. Oh yeah, missing 2 posts off of those. So yeah, oh, they need to be put back on. Are these glued on? That one's okay. That one's alright. Yeah, but they're okay. So yeah, little dusty shelf name tags to go on my railway. So I'll take those over in a moment and glue those in place. So I have one on my main layout here, just behind the running track. I now have one here where I do my close-up loco shots. And finally the third one over on the narrow gauge layout. Okay, the next project that I need to finish are these carriages. Now, you may have seen the video. I bought a box of scrap carriages and repurposed many of them. There was 2 of them, or 3 of them actually, that I put these decals on, which are just sort of graffiti down the sides. The stickers, I found them on eBay. If you check out the video, I do mention the seller on there if you do want to sell these. But obviously this looks still a little bit plasticky, so I need to weather it somewhat, make it look a little bit more fit for purpose. So to do that, what I'm going to do is just bring in some water pencils, and yeah, I'm going to start by just marking some lines on the roof like so. No real method, just where the water would kind of run down into the gutter. You get the idea. So I've got a cloth here, I'm just drying off, you can see I'm just drying off the paintbrush, and then we just drag it over the water pencils. That's still too wet. And what it does is it just takes the edge off the watercolour, and distresses the plastic. Now, I'm not very good at this, but I mean, if you have a look online, there's some people that do some amazing jobs with this kind of technique. I'm absolutely useless at anything artistic, but yeah, as I say, there are people that will tell you how to do this really properly and really well. Let's have a look at the side. So what I want to do is kind of pick out some of the features where moss would grow. So maybe along the frame here. Definitely along the board. Definitely along the edge of the roof. And then I'm going to pick out some areas on the doors, just with some heavy brown. Actually, I'm going to use the black for that. Where did I put that? There. That might be a bit better. same thing again with the paintbrush. I don't think I want to do too much more sort of paint or pencil wise to that. I think now just to add some little bits of grass in, let me just pour some glue. Put this along the roof line. And then down through the windows. Just get plenty on there. And we'll see what sticks. That's not too bad. Well, there you go, another job out of the way. Probably doesn't look all that on the camera there, but in person, not too bad, and we'll see how it looks on the railway in a little bit. Well, as I say, this video is all about finishing off projects, and this is one that I found at the back of the garage. This is, I believe this is my grandfather's. Now, it was a box of bits, you can see here the box, and in here are two carriage kits, or wagon kits. One is a plastic kit, which has been started and not finished, and then the other one is this card kit. Now, I've just spent the last hour cutting these components out for the card kit. Yeah, no laser scoring, not even scored on the material, just printed onto the card, and taken me forever to cut round them. And yeah, some of them are a little bit questionable, but they'll do for now. And based on these instructions, now the kit, where was it? Here it is. 00 gauge pre-cut coloured. It says pre-cut, but I mean it's definitely not pre-cut. I've just had to cut them all. And you can see here the price. Look, 2 and 6. And Ken Line Model Products of Coventry. I'm just trying to see if there's anything on here that dates the kit. Yeah, so nothing on there, but as you can see, 2 and 6. And here's a little flyer for the other wagons that are in the range. And wheels and couplings are not included, it says. Anyway, right, rambled on there a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue these pieces of wood onto the frame, and then try and make the wagon out of the bits I've got around me. And I think if I glue those on the base, the card will definitely go on the end, and the sides will fit on like so. Okay, I think we can make something of this. And then there's a packet of detailing bits for the underneath of the carriage. So do the card kit first. Right, let's just make sure all of the wheel components are in. There's 1 there, 2, and 3, and 4, and then we've got the brakes for the wheels. Okay, that's good. 2 brakes, 3 brakes. Right, it's taken me a couple of minutes just to work out where I am, and yeah, it's going to go together okay, I think. So let's take some glue. Oh yeah, some glue. Let's try it again. that's those on. Brake lines, so are these going to fit? Hopefully they will. Under there, either side of the wheel. Well, that's as far as I want to take that. What I've had to do with the brake calipers, I've had to actually cut them to get them to fit. But they've gone on there okay, the wheels are spinning all right, and yeah, it moves. So I'm going to pop this all to one side. That needs spraying now, and also these components, I need to paint all of those ready for assembly. I'm just going to move all my card out of the way before I get that damaged. Right, let's turn my attention to this truck. So I think, looking just at the base here, pretty much all of the assembly is together, barring the couplings. So I think what I'm going to do, just gently push those on for painting. Try and get it all painted in one go if I can. There's a little sprue on the side there, take that off. Push that on. Okay, that's one end done. And let's do the other end. Don't know what that little bit is, also. Coupling there. Right, so I think that's ready for black paint. Yeah, that's ready for paint, that's ready for paint. That's the brake handle, brake lever. I'll leave that to one side for now. And let's just assemble the body. Got the roof as well there. So let's slide these off. A little bit of sandpaper. And what I do is there we go. And this side, nice bit on there. Right. I think the doors, I'm going to spray those on the sprues. Yep. And yeah, that's the brake coupling for underneath. That needs painting. Right, let me get myself organised and time for some spraying. Right, let's give this a little dust over. Right, give that a moment to set, and yeah, while that's setting, move on to the next pieces. Well, it's the following day, and yeah, I've woken up absolutely full of cold, so forgive me. I'm sniffing away and yeah, sneezing all the time. But anyway, I came down and all the parts were sprayed up, and I sat here looking at this for a little while and decided to make a few adjustments. So you can see here, I've glued a further piece of wood around the frame, and all the little parts that I sprayed yesterday, I've added those on underneath. Now, I know people will say they're in the wrong place, or, you know, in the wrong direction or whatever, but what I've done is tried to get the best I can with a little bit of detail on there to try and get it to look kind of as close to the carriage as I possibly can. I mean, I know it's not perfectly correct. And then I've added a couple of hooks either end for some chains at some point. Obviously vacuum pipes I've dropped on, and yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So before I put the sides on this, I'm going to give it another spray and yeah, just dust it over again with the black and get that to home on. The other thing I've done is this carriage, I've just added the brake lever on there, just on that side. That's actually come out not too bad at all. It's looking pretty good. So I'll just dust that over on it as well while I'm at it, and then we'll get these carriages assembled. A little lump of metal dropped inside for some ballast. Give the carriage a tiny bit of weight, and yeah, ready to pop the roof on. So actually I'm going to do the same. Just apply a little bit of glue. Made to fit. Looking good. And the other wagon. So let's have a look what we got here. These go on the sides. Just off camera, I've just filed these back a little bit, and I've buffed up the buffers, adding a bit of weight inside again, same as I did on the previous truck. So just put a little bit of metal in here. Actually, I'm just going to make sure that's central, because I don't want that. Yeah, I want the weight distribution to be as good as I can get. A tiny bit more, a few more grams in there. That's it. And then I'm just going to put this spacer inside just to reinforce the card, like that. Perfect. Okay, so I now need to put the sides on, and yeah, finish off the wagon. Nearly there, but time for a coffee. There we go. That's it. It's on. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I'm genuinely surprised, given how these cut out. They were a right old mess to cut out. No, that doesn't look too bad. Now, one little job that I needed to do, these have just come through, which are magnetic couplings for my APT car. So this is the development vehicle, the one with all of the computer control inside. And yeah, I just need to get another screwdriver. But yeah, I've ordered these magnetic couplings from Pete's Spares, and hopefully they're going to go straight on and fit onto the loco. I think I probably actually want to fit slightly shorter ones. So look what we've got here. Yeah, I think those ones. Comes as a set of 4, as you can see, so 4 pairs. You'll see them described on the website as 2 pairs, but I'm not sure how that works, because I would call that a pair. But yeah, described as 2 pairs, but you do get all 4 of them in there, and one of those will do the coach, because obviously you need one positive, let's call it positive magnet at one end and a negative at the other end. So let me just grab a screwdriver, I'll get those. Right, so I have a screwdriver here, so let's just see if we can undo these. Cool, they are tight. They're very tight. Okay, let's try that one out. And put one on this end. As I say, this one's quite a straightforward and quick job to do. I say that and I'll drop the screw. Oh, right, let's try again. Right, that's one end in. There we go. Right, I'm just going to pop those into the bag and pop this back in the box. Right, and the final project to finish this video. So a few weeks ago, you may have seen that I'd completed this little tank engine. Now the number on the side is significant to me. This is 9681. This is the loco that I drove on the Dean Forest Railway. And yeah, I had a splendid day driving a steam engine. First time I'd driven a full-size steam engine. It was an absolutely amazing experience. People down there were absolutely lovely, and I've just put this together, repainted it to just as a sort of memento, if you like, or a memory jogger. And yeah, really pleased with that. So that was a video that's on the channel. Hopefully it's up there now. It might be a little bit out of sequence, but yeah, if it's not already up there, it is coming. But while I was at it, I did get carried away a little bit, and I completed these 2. So this one is 9682, which is also at the Dean Forest Railway, but is currently under restoration. So we saw this in the workshop, completely stripped down with the boiler lifted. So I've completed that. Now I have no idea what livery this will eventually end up with, but I've painted it in the same livery as the Loco 9681. And I need to add just a final touch on here is just the stickers to go on the side. We'll come to those in a minute. And then also I did this little tank engine, just an arbitrary number on here, 5741. Nothing particularly special to me. Now I did screw up the paint a little bit. The roof on here is not as nice as I would have liked it, but it did come out rather well, and it does look much better with the handrails on. But this particular loco, which I had in my sort of scrap bin, if you like, didn't have the chimney top or the whistles, so I could do those first. I ordered these from Pete's Spares. You know, I'm sure everybody's fully aware of Pete's Spares. And yeah, the chimney tops were £3.99, I think they were, and the whistles were, I think they're £1 each. So I spent a £5 on this, which, you know, is not a huge amount of money. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Now the decals on the numbers on the sides here, these were the same decals that I used on 9681, and they did go on a little bit better a second time round. So I was a little bit unfair maybe in the video for 9681 in the fact that you know, I did say that they were a little bit troublesome to get onto the loco, but yeah, with hindsight and doing it again, they did go on a little bit better second time round. Okay, that looks really good on there. Just add these two whistles in and get into the packet. I'm having trouble with opening packets today. I don't know why that is. There we go. There's one. And the other one. There's two. Right, I need my tweezers. Right, we'll just add these onto the loco. That's one. And two. Come on, in we go. That's it. So that's those. The chimney top looks really good on there when they're polished up. I might polish these two up actually. And the whistles on there have gone in lovely. Right, so now we just need to put the decals on the side just to complete these two locos. So with this one, I'm going to put yeah, the same decals on that I put the first time round. So just take these off. So these were made by a Screen Print Digital. Found them on eBay. Now they're printed onto vinyl, and they look superb. And yeah, it does make me wonder if you know, our sort of traditional water decals are a thing of the past, because these go on beautifully. They're nice and easy, and once they're on, they seem to stay there. These are all been cut, so there's no cutting around them with a knife. Literally peel them off and stick them on. You know, I'm sure there's some of you out there that will disagree with this and you know, like the traditional method, so long may they carry on. But yeah, this certainly does make an easy job of you know, rebadging your locos. Right, happy with that one. That one's complete. And I'm just going to add a couple of decals onto the side of this. There we go, loco's complete, and yeah, I'll just take these over to the railway now, and let's wrap up this video. Well, a quick recap from this video. So job number one was the Triang Battle Space fan car, the Quartermaster, putting the decals on there, absolutely superb now, and yeah, you can see still working, and yeah, lots of fun, that one. And putting the decals on there has just made it a completely different model, so very pleased with that. Job number two was weathering in the sort of derelict, disused coach with the graffiti on the side. Now, I'm still not convinced that I've done a particularly good job of this, but I don't think it's too bad. I think if you put this at the back of your railway, it wouldn't look out of place. And then the next job after that was to add the signs in, the dusty shelf signs that were a Christmas present from my family. So we got those on each of the railways. We had the completion of the Airfix coach that had been sitting in a box for I don't know how many years. I believe probably my grandfather started many moons ago. And also the completion of the LMS fish wagon. So this was the card kit. I didn't think this came out too bad, actually. It's the first of this type of kit that I've ever done, and as I say, all of the little bits of card on here, none of them were laser cut or anything, so it took forever to cut all the bits out, and yeah, a little bit shabby around the edges, but I guess you know, if you look at the real wagon, they're not actually perfect, so come out all right, I think, not too bad at all. And we had the final completion of the two England locos from Fenstinial, the small England locos. So there we have Prince, and this one over here, Princess. And I said when I was doing this, you know, the nameplates, they're absolutely superb. If I just zoom in on this one, you can see how detailed the nameplates are, but certainly put my stickers to shame. So I need to think of another way of doing these decals, but yeah, generally really pleased with them. They've gone on lovely, and they do look superb. And finally, to close out this video, my 3 tank engines. So 9681, which I'd done on the previous video, it's twin. 9682, quite simply added the stickers on this video, so nothing really much there. This is one that I've been doing in the background. I've not actually filmed the transformation of this one. And then finally 5741 that we added on the chimney top, the whistles and the stickers. Yeah, so it's just a video to catch up on a few of the projects that I've been waiting for bits and pieces to turn up, and hopefully it was of interest. If you have enjoyed the video, then please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel. There's lots on there, and if you can subscribe, you'll be doing me a really big favour. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap this one up and just say thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.